Hello, and welcome to my little corner of YouTube. I am also known as Birch, and if this is your first time, then welcome in. I hope you do enjoy this video and get some information about it. If you're returning, then this is definitely, you'll notice, a very different video than what I normally do. Normally I do romance scams and bungling baboons who blatantly look for your money by trying to be celebrities that also want to boink you. Today, we're getting into the world of crypto and pig butchering. So sit down by the fire and get a stiff drink because this one is very dark. I did try to lighten it up a bit, but I promise there's no light mood, really, when it comes to pig butchering scams. Now, there was already some differences between this scammer and the Nigerian scammers that I usually deal with. I didn't find him on Facebook. He just randomly hit me up. Like, I didn't like or anything. Like, there's none of that interaction that I usually have. He just jumped right in with, "Hello there. There's a great investment opportunity that I wish to share with you. The investment platform has been in existence for a long time." "Okay," I said. And you'll notice that for at least the first half, if not longer, I'm still in my Nigerian prince, Nigerian romance, Nigerian, I'm a celebrity and I'm a white guy scam. It's going to be reflected in everything I say. Just, "Hello, thanks for your reply. How are you doing over there?" he asks. Fair to middling. How are you doing over there?" "I'm great. It's a great opportunity that offers a great profit return." "Amazing," I said. "It's a crypto investments program that has been in existence for over many years, and I have been investing for almost 2 years. My friends and family have been progressing well with this program. It's a legit registered program. You can get involved in this and make good profit returns." And if that paragraph didn't make you go, allow yourself to pause and go, "I think that it's been the best passive opportunity. Everyone has to join." "Well, of course," I said. "Though, when somebody has to make sure to say something is legit, that throws everything off." "Nah, it's true. If they have to say it's real and legit, is it real and legit? Probably not." "How did you get into crypto?" I asked. "Where do you originally come from?" they countered. "Well, that's an odd way of asking where I'm from." "Queensland," I told them. "It's early morning at the moment. Where do you originally come from?" "That's nice to hear from you. I have been investing for so many years. I do invest in several platforms," they informed me. "I do expand my knowledge into different companies. I have ongoing investments in different companies and still looking for more to diversify my idea." "Yes. How did you get into all of those years ago?" "Also, where did you originally come from?" I asked. "I'm just trying to get to know ourselves better. I hope you understand." "I'm from Lawtown, Oklahoma," he said. "This method has been the best way of making money from passive income opportunities. Let me know what you're involved with, and at the same time, I can share with you what I have been investing. I have a lot of good things I'm investing in. I'm waiting for your response. A pleasure to meet you here, mate," he says. And you notice how, when all of those words, none of it was a real answer. Oh, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. How wonderful, I said. Crikey, look at the time, right? Well, I'm still waiting to know how you landed yourself into all of this. Meanwhile, I have to grab my cuppa and get to work. Gotta do the Henry before I get in trouble. It's been bonzer talking at you. Yes, I've been in several investment platforms, but Triumph FX has been the best way to enlarge portfolio. I've made a lot of profit from my investment with the company. I've been into cryptocurrency for many years. Again, still no real specifics. I can share with you a link to go through. Register and get started. How are you doing at this moment? What do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? And I did. I'm open to connecting and would appreciate if you would share your experience regarding passive income opportunities. Now, I don't think I need to say this, but I am going to say this. If anybody ever gives you a link in your private DMs, never click it. If you are curious, you could always put that into your browser, like I did, your own browser, and search it up there. But don't click a link that is offered to you. That's like being a single person and going to the bar and having somebody pour you a drink and then you leaving your cup unattended and then coming back and drinking it. You don't know what, if anything, could be in there. I guess you don't read. Almost at work. Just on the tram, I told him. I will say that I'm neither passive or aggressive. Not into manipulation. Catch you later. Must open the doors, I told him. Have a great day at work. Catch up with you later. Yes, thank you. Where is Analyst located? Because in his line of work, he had stated that he works at Analyst and that he'd been working at Analyst from 2010 to present. Hello. How are you doing at this moment? Hopefully you are back from work today. Yeah, hopefully I am. Where is Analyst located? You are a staff at Analyst, so I want to know more. I am an investment analyst that helps to make an informed investment decision. I'm asking about the building, I said. I'm dealing with my investment projects where I earn up to 6,000 daily profits according to my investment with the platform. Triumph FX Seamless Trading Integration. Well, not being able to answer easy questions is a sign of a typical Yahoo boy. Because, again, at the time, I was sure I was dealing with Nigerian scammers. Check the site link and watch the video there. I believe you'll understand more about the company. Ah, Malaysia. I see. Thank you. Isn't the conversion rate low for the crypto? That's assuming I want to convert, I said. I don't think I can deal with high-risk scams at this time, love. Thank you for thinking of me, though. Have you gone through the link I sent you? No, I didn't. I looked it up online. Well, 7% of every 5 weeks? Dude. The conversion rate is not low. It's based on the plan you are invested into. Not so sure, Woman Pinkton, just saying. I called him a little girl because I thought he was a little African. The platform has expert brokers/traders that carries on the trading and return consistent 2% daily profit to its investors. Of course, you just need to register and start with a little amount and see how it goes. You'll definitely earn a lot just within a few days of investing in Triumph FX. And that's the point. It turns out this was a pig butchering, even though I went from Nigerian scammer to Ponzi scammer, but I eventually came around and realized it's pig butchering. And what they do is they ask for just a little tiny bit of money, 150, whatever. And sometimes, like in the case of this fellow, they'll offer to match your money or give you a little extra to bump you up. And within days, weeks, and months, you'll see your money growing and growing and growing. And at a certain point, some of them might even let you take money out. So that way you get the taste and you're like, I made this much money and I got money back. So now I'm going to put even more money. And you'll end up, the hope is for them that you'll end up investing practically your whole entire life away. And then all of a sudden, it's gone. Because your money never went up, your money never went anywhere other than into their pockets. Well, of course, that's only natural, right? I don't mind assisting you with some money to add up and start something. You'll earn a lot from this program, he assures me. But why Z Finance, if I may ask? You can register and start up with just as little of $100, and you'll be receiving a massive daily profit for a start, he tells me. Well, of course, 100 ain't no thing now that Trump is in charge, and you know I do not believe that. Well, you don't know, but I assure you, I do not believe that. 100 is a lot, no matter who's in charge, but definitely with Trump in charge. Like I said before, if you're able to register, I will add up some money to assist you to make this happen, and you'll definitely earn money for sure. Yeah, you'll earn money, and they will social engineer and manipulate you into, if you've taken any of it out, like I said before, putting that money back in, plus more, and then be taken for everything you have. But again, what of the ZCD? And I had looked up Triumph FX online, and one of the places, Reddit. Yes, I know Reddit can be problematic, and I've had a love-hate relationship with it. But yeah, they're talking a lot about the high risk of it and everything with this scam. This is where I didn't get all of my information from this subreddit, but I did get some. That if you want to, I'll scroll slowly and you can read if you want to know what it was I was looking at. The zero coupon discounts are all based on your investment plan, Triumph FX. You can use my referral codes for registration, he says. I'm asking about Z Finance, my Manchi, my guy. But you keep skipping over it. How odd. Listen, I see you are more sure, it was supposed to be not sure, what you are talking about, almost like you've got a gun to your head, or your family's in danger if you don't get quota, which is a legitimate, serious fact with a lot of Asian, specifically Chinese, crimes when dealing with crypto is they put you, if you get caught up with them, they will human traffic you into little sweatshops and scamming dens and maybe actually legitimately have an actual gun to your head, but more likely a metaphorical one where if you don't scam, you'll die or someone in your family will die. You get blackmailed with no way out to scam for these guys. I said this is not a very airy-fairy topic. Very sad indeed. Illegal even. Okay, I understand. Click on the link and take a look at what I sent you. You can register and let me know. I can freely support you with some funds to start your investment in the company at the moment. No, no, you don't understand. I'm so sorry. And I was thinking, if this person actually was in the position in which I had just described and did have a literal or figurative gun pointed to their head, and I'm trying to give them an out, how could they even tell me? Was this guy actually trying to tell me? And even if I had got a clue and figured out he was trying to tell me, what power could I have to free him? I've had people in my life tell me that scams, oh, they just ignore them, or they can't get scammed, or it ain't no thing, or, like a lot of stupid things. But just think, this stuff does go on, and it is a big deal. And yes, anybody can get scammed. Hell, people can get sold into slavery to scam. What are you talking about? Seems like you don't know anything about cryptocurrency investment, sorry. Well, that's what I'm saying, but uno reverse, I said. I know the hustle is hard. Triumph FX is a crypto investment program that has been in existence since 2019. It's a game changer. There's a big red flag there. They offer 14% weekly ROI, return of investment, on their starter plan. Their minimum investment is $100, and with this, you can earn 14% of it every week. Click on the link, you can join them and start making profits. Register and let me know, so that way I'll tell you what to do next. I've been into cryptocurrency for many years, and I know more about this. The company that I am investing in has been my best experience so far in many times of passive income. No hype. Times like this, I wish I could save all the indentured slaves made to hustle money for the big guy. Being in fear of your life or those you love is very hard conditions to work under, and it's true, and I really wish I could save them. The company may have been around for a long time, but so can be said of all Ponzi scams. It wasn't a Ponzi scam, it was a pig butchering, but Sure, you're making sense, but I've been into cryptocurrency investment for a long time, and I know more about this and how to handle it. I've always carried out my research before joining anyone. The most important thing to know is if the company is licensed and proven by the state government. No Ponzi scheme can get licensed in the state. That's the major you have to understand. Triumph FX company has been registered and approved by the state government. They have a certificate that signifies it. And a Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent investment operation where the operator pays returns to existing investors using money from new investors, essentially creating the illusion of profit without any real investment activity, and relying on the consistent influx of new funds to maintain the scheme. It collapses when it becomes difficult to recruit new investors to pay out existing ones. The key points about the Ponzi schemes are high promised returns, no real investment, dependence on new investors, and they collapse with new investors when new investors dry up. The origin of the term Ponzi scheme comes from Charles Ponzi, who perpetrated a notorious fraud in the 1920s by promising high returns on investments in discounting postal reply coupons. Ponzi schemes are investment scams or fraud that pay existing investors with funds collected from new investors. There's no real investment. Ponzi schemes promoters use the money deposited by early investors to pay the first dividend. I too do research, I told him. So no, you don't know more. Well, I take that back. As I don't know the back end exactly, I do know it's all a crime, though. I know when they play. And after going through what a Ponzi scheme is, and it's good for you all to know if you've never heard that term, this is when I started adding up all my red flags and I realized it was pig butchering. For absolutely sure. And I gave them my little Chinese characters. So what are you saying? There's no pressure here. I enjoy making friends. I'm open to new opportunities. I told him I don't feel pressured. And here's your pig butchering scam. A pig butchering scam in Chinese, or I cannot pronounce those words. It's translated as killing pig game. It's a type of long-term scam and investment fraud which the victim is gradually lured into making increasing contributions, usually in the form of cryptocurrency, to a fraudulent cryptocurrency scheme. Such scams are commonplace on social apps. In October 2023, 12% of Americans using dating apps experienced exposure to this type of fraud, up from 5% back in 2018. The scammer builds trust with the victim through online communication, subsequently persuading them to invest in a fraudulent cryptocurrency scheme. The butchering or slaughtering of the victim transpires when their assets or funds are stolen. The scam originated in China in 2016 or earlier and proliferated in Southeast Asia amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Perpetrators are typically victims of a fraud factory, where they are lured to travel internationally under false pretenses, then trafficked into other locations and forced to commit the fraud by organized crime gangs. And there's the simplified Chinese to English. And it was supposed to be pig killing scam. You have brought disgrace to yourself and disgrace to your family, but I missed a couple characters and it just says you have brought disgrace and disgrace to your family. Because it's true. Although, again, the sad reality is that man or woman trying to get me into this scam might not have had any choice. So, I can say scammers aren't human. Because it's true. No human would ever do this kind of stuff. But there is a case that's a gray area where when you might get scammed, in the case of a pig butchering scheme, the person scamming you might have no choice. Not like those guys in Africa that say they've got no choice. They have a choice. Like, there are times when somebody literally might have no choice because they're sold into slavery. Anyway, I did warn you this was not going to be a very light video. But I do hope that you were able to get some information out of that. You never did tell me how long you've been butchering for. Anyway, your words are cellophane as I see through them. Most of us do. No remittance, I told him. If you're interested in joining Triumph FX, I'll consider supporting your startup. If you're already in another program, you'll need to manage that on your own. I trust my investment in Triumph FX as it is highly recommended and legitimate passive income opportunity. That was their final farewell to me. I truly do hope that they are okay. Thank you again for watching this video and joining me on this little roller coaster of a scam. Hopefully you caught some information there and are able to better equip yourself in case you run into these road bumps in our rocky internet life. Yeah, I don't know where I was trying to go with that, but we'll just leave it there because I am not redoing this video. It was a lot just to do in the first place. I care about each and every one of you out there. And I do hope that you are doing your best to keep on top of everything. And I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. If you celebrate the Easter weekend, happy Easter weekend. If you celebrate Ostera, if you don't celebrate anything, if you celebrate Pisaki, whatever it is that you celebrate, I hope you celebrated with great joy, surrounded by friends and family. You are safe, you are loved, and you are blessed. And I will see you in the next video.